Welcome, everybody, to Everything Bears. The finals have been graded, the end of season content has started, and the grades are in for this year's draft class. Let's get it.
Everything Bears show, yo, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. Everything Bears show, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. First down, first down, first down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, oh now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown, sister throne of the north, up high, come down, find out, intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked out, 9th round, in the state, touchdown, plow. First down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, oh now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown, sister throne of the north, up high, come down, find out, intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked down, 9th round, in the state, touchdown, plow.
Welcome back, Bears fans, to the Everything Bears show. Your home for Everything Bears. Now, what a boring week it was, huh? What
Yeah.
a boring week. No football, no matchups to venture
Break
through all
down,
the details. Yeah, just how you feeling, Wedge?
Man, it was weird. It was weird. Like I didn't have anything to look forward to this Sunday. And I tell you what, after this magical season, even watching these other teams, and there was some really picturesque type of matchups there with the snow in Denver. And I just didn't give a rip, man. I'm like, who fucking cares? Oh, yeah, who cares? For 2 minutes.
Who cares?
Who cares? Let me know what the final score is.
Yeah.
I mean, Seattle, Sam Darnold. I was waiting for playoff Sam Darnold to show up. He never did. So, good for him, I guess. We'll see if now it's Super Bowl Sam Darnold. How do you think the Vikings are feeling right now?
I don't know, but I can't laugh any harder than I am at them. Like you guys are. Whoa, woo!
They got to be kicking themselves.
Yeah.
And
good call. Good. You should totally get rid of Sam Darnold. Yeah.
JJ's our guy. Yeah, I know it's some minor injuries coming in off of. Sorry, Nine's our guy.
You know, I will say at the moment it did feel right though.
It did.
Yeah, when they let go of him, I was like, yeah, you're probably bet. Just let him go. It's Sam Darnold, and then
especially after that playoff performance. Oh man, that was brutal. So
yeah,
I don't know.
And now he's in the Super Bowl, so, so there's that.
I don't like Drake May in the Super Bowl just for the simple fact that I wanted Caleb to be the number one quarterback from that class going. But at the same point in time, I saw something on social today that absolutely cracked me up. It had the Patriots schedule, and it's like their game one was against fired coach, Jets, fired coach, somebody else.
Yeah.
Fired coach. Like, okay, that's fine.
We did this all season on our show.
Yeah.
They had the second easiest strength of schedule. So, and then they get Denver with no Bo Nix. Like the way it would laid out for him was like, oh, here's a red carpet for you on your way to the Super Bowl. And it's like, oh, come on.
I think Seattle my 2 cents, I think Seattle's going to just dominate that game.
Their defense. Yeah. So I watched that game. I fell asleep during the Broncos-Pats game, but that Seattle game, I'm like, and I hate to say this, right? Because I'm a Bears homer. I was like, boy, am I glad we didn't play them in Seattle, because that defense was ferocious.
Nasty. Yeah.
But I still would have loved to have been in the game.
Oh, of course. One step away. And, with that offense, you never know. You might have been shooting it out with them. Your run game might have caught fire. Who knows? Right. The defense might have balled out like they did against the Rams.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we could have confused Sam Darnold. There would have been like a like our offense versus their defense kind of game. And you never know. We got Caleb, dude. We got the Iceman.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could and Ben Johnson. You could. Your defense is nasty and they're everywhere, but look at Ben Johnson would have something to penetrate that bum rush. All right, because it's Ben motherfucking Johnson. But
boy, that had be an interesting matchup. Bears O-line minus Ozzie going against that defensive front. Their DBs are solid too. Their safeties play. Yeah, man, it would have been a tough game.
Yeah,
it'd have been a tough game, but I would have loved to seen it. Maybe next year, right?
Maybe next year. And with that, I think we've all come to grips with. We've gone through our stages of grief. I hit acceptance finally of what a great year. What a great future we're looking forward to. But in the meantime, because we're right out of the season for our team, we could take a look back and take a look at what Ryan Poles accomplished in last year's draft.
Yeah. Let's take a look at it, man. Like we said in the opening, the report cards that are in and the grades from the Everything Bear shows are coming to you now.
Yeah.
So who should we talk about first? Should we just go in draft order?
Let's go in draft order.
All right. So the Bears are now on the clock.
Who are they going to pick? I don't know. They really need defensive line help. They're fucking linebackers. Maybe they need some depth and whatever, but they really need an edge rusher. And in the 2025 NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan.
What? The Bears are so stupid. They're dumb.
Oh, do you believe that they picked the tight end, and then they didn't even pick Tyler Warren? Ow! Yeah. Okay.
Little did you guys know that tight end is a 3-down tight end, and in this offense, a 4-down tight end. And man, did he live up to the hype coming out. And you got to remember at the beginning of the year too, he had that shoulder injury, right? So like he was banged up. He missed a lot of participation in camp, though he was taking all the mental reps.
Yeah.
But this kid, I tell you what, man, 21, super bright future.
Yeah.
Him and Caleb might be the next Mahomes, Kelsey.
I agree.
Very what could be.
1,000% agree. One thing that really jumped off for me was I was not expecting him to be so versatile in his run blocking.
Yeah.
The kid run blocks. Like, it's like, holy shit. This is it takes about 3 years to fully develop a tight end. Realistically speaking, this kid in his first year was run blocking and doing it well.
Yeah, not just blocking, like pancaking. He was taking guys out. So it was a great thing to see. And man, 5 years of control of this young man. He's going to be around, I think, for quite some time. And, based off of what we've seen, you have the stats. If not, I can rattle them off real quick here.
Ooh, I do have them. I don't have them in graphics form, but I have them in a screenshot, if you will.
I got them too here. So Colston for the year, 58 grabs, 713 yards, longest grab of 58, 6 touchdowns. When did he really start playing like full time? Maybe week 5 after the bye, or 6. I think they had a bye in week 5. And that's when he really started seeing the field, led the team in receptions as a rookie and as a tight end. There's a reason why we call him third in Colston and fourth in Loveland.
That's right.
Right. So, I love this kid, man. This kid was a home run and he's a Chicago Bear. Like, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 years and beyond with this kid.
There really is not a whole lot to not love about it. So, finally. I should did this from class.
I think at this point, if I were to buy a Bears jersey today, I would have a real tough decision between getting QB jersey or a Colston Loveland jersey as my gamer. So,
Yeah, Colston's gonna be a good. That's
Yeah.
a good jersey. I'd go with.
mhm,
But yeah, this is our grade. Yeah,
yeah,
but here's his breakdown. Here's his stats. Right, 58 receptions, 713, 6 touchdowns. And like you said at the beginning of the breakdown, the kid didn't really participate for a good portion of the beginning. None of the rookies did. None of the rookies got
Right.
a whole lot of playing time the first 3-4 weeks. That's
They had
Kyle
to earn
Young
it.
guy as well.
Yeah.
They did have to earn it, but man, when they got involved, they all contributed like big time. Big
You
time.
think you think about when this team started taking off, and it was right about the time where they started playing all these young guys on offense, right? Luther Burden was kind of the last guy to make it onto the field,
Yeah.
but even early on, you could see it, and I won't get too far into him because we're talking about Colston right now, and we're going to talk about everybody coming up here. But yeah, A+ for me with this Loveland pick, going to be a staple on this offense for a long, long time, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely excited about it, man. He made some big catches, dude, big runs. I hope I don't get tagged for playing this.
Well, I mean, it's your content, so what the hell, right? So,
But you never know what the YouTube
yeah,
algorithm's like. Hey, you get somebody. Wait, no, actually, that's yours. My bad.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this kid's a beast, dude. Like, this was his breakout game right
Mhm.
here. He
Against Cincinnati, yep.
Yeah.
And
For the game winner.
his other breakout game in the playoffs against the Packers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Probably his best one of the season, right?
He destroyed them.
Yeah. Just absolutely dismantled them. I saw in that game that he had more receiving yards in that game than Travis Kelce has had in a playoff game for his career. So that's saying something right there.
What? Really?
Yeah. So, like Travis Kelce all-time high was like 10 yards below what Colston went for in that Packers game. So, and old Mr. Kelce has had a lot more playoff games to play in. So
big time, a lot more. 20 of you in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much. Find your seats. Comment in the chat. Get the things rolling. Get some conversation going. We just started the show. We just started to break down our first draft pick. Obviously, we're going in chronological order. Was Colston Loveland. You guys in the chat, what are your thoughts on Colston Loveland? Let us know. I'm sure it's nothing negative. Who has anything bad to say about Colston Loveland? You know what I do want to bring up? This is not Bears related, but let's hear some thoughts about this. Shedeur Sanders.
A Pro Bowler?
Pro Bowl. I screwed that up.
Uh-huh.
Pro Bowler. Shedeur Sanders. What? Okay, that's it. We live in a simulation now. I'm convinced.
Yeah. So just to put some numbers with that stat that I was telling you about Kelce and Colston.
Yeah.
Kelce career high playoff receiving yards 133. Colston Loveland 137. So it's 4 yards, not 10. So, so here's my 2 cents on the Pro Bowl quarterback Shedeur Sanders. The Pro Bowl, what little bit of dignity that game had or that weekend has now been eliminated. It is now 100% a circus.
Bullshit.
Straight ratings driven bullshit. exactly.
Ratings. Who the fuck's gonna tune in to watch Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah. Well,
That's not must-watch
Shady
quarterback play.
Yeah, Shady will because he's better than Caleb Williams. You'll never live that down, Shady.
See, well, that and like if you wanted people to tune in and watch some exciting quarterback play, I think there's another young kid they could have brought in from a city we all know that starts with CH and ends in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, come on, you don't put Caleb in there so he can fucking razzle dazzle and play backyard football. Come on.
He will be in there before it's all said and done. I guarantee it.
I know, but it's just bullshit that they picked Shedeur over Caleb.
Even the national pundits, I heard Jim Rome say it the best. Like, this is 100% ratings, and it's sad, and it really signals the death of the Pro Bowl. I mean, this thing has been limping along on its last leg for however long, and this was the final nail.
Yeah,
the Shedeur nail. Yeah,
it was already dying, so they were just like, let's just kill it. You ready? Yeah. Let's just put it out of its misery. It's like taking old Yeller out back and killing the dog. Let's kill the Pro Bowl. Let's just end it. How do we do that? Let's substitute Shedeur Sanders in there.
Yeah.
Like, that'll do it. You got it.
The third string quarterback on one of the worst teams in the league. You got it, man.
Unbelievable.
You want it, you got it.
Disgusting. Okay, just disgusting. All right, we digress. I had to bring that up. I forgot that was a hot topic this week.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we'll go next in line, of course, in the second round. We pick Luther Burden.
Luther Darth Burden. I like that gloss you gave him, for sure.
Look at that.
So if you haven't seen it, ladies and gents, go out to the TikTok verse and watch this video live with the narration and everything. We are now officially on TikTok, so it's the.everything.bears.show. And become our friends on TikTok. Follow us. You can see the videos we put up there. This was one of them that we put out there. Our Ben Johnson one is still circulating all over our letter to Ben Johnson. So join our TikTok community. Go out there and join us. We should probably put that link in our YouTube bio, huh?
Oh, yes.
If it's not already there. So
it is not.
Yeah. So it will be there, guys. So join us on TikTok. It's a great way that we could throw shorts out, hit a ton of people right away, and we would appreciate your support on that growing platform for us.
Greatly. But yeah, I'm gonna nickname Luther from now on. I'm just gonna call him Vader.
Vader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vader for the touchdown, because that dude. Look at that. Look at that first down celebration. He's not pointing first down. He's choking.
Yeah.
First down.
Forced choke. Yes.
Forced choking. Okay. Like, the dude is a fucking savage.
Yes.
All right. And again, so he's another one of these rookies, just like Colson Loveland, who really didn't get integrated into the offense until the second half of the season. And when he was, my goodness, look at 47 receptions, 652 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Like, he had a lot of good catches. There was a couple weeks there where, on top of Colston Loveland, I was also saying second best hands on the team is Luther Vader Burden.
He kind of regressed a little bit in especially the playoffs.
It was cold. Okay, it was really cold.
So Luther Burden has the longest reception for the Bears on the air at 65 yards, and I'm pretty sure that was the flea flicker.
The flea flicker against Dallas. Yeah.
Speaking of Dallas, Christopher, if you're on.
Yeah, don't hide, Chris. Where you at?
Some of the fake news that was out there around the Packers D coordinator on there, the one that made me laugh the hardest is that they brought Eberflus in for an interview. And I wanted to jump through the radio and say, I will pay his salary if you guys hire him. Please. I will sell a kidney. I'll do whatever I need to. please. So,
What they end up going with? What's his name?
Head coach Gannon from Arizona. The
guy who punches his players on the sidelines. Yes.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. Little domestic on the sidelines.
You know, you'd think that'd be his demeanor for real, but also was floating around the Twitter sphere. Is I guess he did like one of these speeches. They're in the room where the auditorium kind of gathering room where they all sit, and he gave this heartfelt speech. It fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't have motivated a squirrel. Okay, like
you really need this nut for the winter, or else you're gonna die.
Stuff them in your cheeks. Yeah, no, it was a very lackluster. There was no emotion. There was no like grit and energy. It was just, guys, you guys make a lot of money to make plays. So I really, really need you to step up and make. I'm like,
yeah.
Like
we also make a lot of money to go out and try to win, and you are not helping us with that.
So Packers, good job. Yes, good job.
A fiery, just like a complete polar opposite of freaking Matt LaFleur. So they can pour the whole team together. That guy gets about as excited as a rock.
A box of rocks.
Yeah.
But here's our boy. Okay, so what else good can we say about Luther?
I tell you what, when he has the ball in his hands in the open field, that dude is so twitchy and so electric. The yak on this guy is insurmountable. Like it's crazy to see just how fast this dude is and how fast he can stop and go. And he had some character concerns, and that's why he dropped to the second. And you know what, dude? I'm glad, you told whatever you needed to say for you to drop into the second round so that the Bears can snatch you up, man. Welcome to Chicago.
To add to that too, I'd like to add that remember Carter when we picked no, not Chris Carter.
Okay.
Carter, the defensive tackle for the Eagles. He had character issues in that whole Jalen Carter. He had that incident as well. But anyways, we passed on him because of character issues. And it was probably good that we didn't, because we didn't have the locker room to surround the kid with. We didn't. He probably would have taken wrong turns left and right because that coaching staff and locker room just wasn't prepared. Now, with this new coaching staff in the wide receiver room that we have, this really, if this kid did have any kind of character issues or any off the field problems or anything like that, to be around Antoine Randall L, to be around DJ Moore, to be around like level-headed cats that could coach the kid up and support him, off the field as well. So I think our locker room was a healthy one to bring him in, because no craziness from this kid other than choking DB for a Packer DB, choking him right there on. That was great.
That's okay with me. Yeah,
it is. I'm like, yes, I'm an advocate of this. Choking Green Bay Packers on the field, just
especially Keyshawn Nixon. Yeah, fuck you, dude.
And then turn that choke into how he escaped because he didn't get a flag on that, did he?
No.
Yeah. So how he didn't get a flag there, I don't know. But
it's subtle enough. Yeah.
Grabbing a guy by his throat.
Oh, I thought you meant the first down Selly. I'm like,
no,
why not?
No, that he could totally get away. But when he physically choked the dude on the field, he did not get a flag.
And maybe he didn't grab him that hard. Maybe they were trading recipes or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, man, let me straighten your collar out.
Yeah, your helmet's crooked. Let me get that for you. Okay.
But for him to take that incident and then turn it into a first down celebration, then mind you, when he's doing that, he's pointing his his force choke is pointing at fucking number 25 again.
Yeah.
I like
taunting at its best, but in its most subtle nature, and every Bears fan got it and enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a savage. Look at the smile on his face that he's giving doing that.
Yeah.
That is a menacing smile.
Like, I will do this again.
All right, well, one more thing to add to Luther's game. We all know Ben's mantra, no block, no rock. This kid fucking blocks.
Mhm.
Like nasty. I forgot what play it was. Was it against the Rams or was it in the Packers game in the playoffs? This kid got blown up. Luther got blown up, but it was a big time crucial block that broke a good yards after the catch. And I was like, dude, but the coaches saw this all season. The kid blocks, he gets physical. He's not the biggest kid to be doing it, but he's throwing his body out there. And, the coaches see that and he gets rewarded with touches. This kid is, I can't say enough. I'm looking at me. I'm like, I'm giddy and I'm getting all giddy over fucking Luther Burden. This kid he's a star in the making. He could easily be a wide receiver 1 in this offense. And if Rome isn't careful, Rome, you better work on your catching in this offseason, because if you don't, Luther's going to be wide receiver 1.
Yep, taking your snaps. I mean, he's a decently built receiver. 6 foot, that's a little bit short for a receiver.
Yeah,
210 pounds. Dude runs
210,
like the wind. Yeah, so
yeah.
his
like you
best
said-
game by far was against the 49ers. That's where he had his breakout game.
Oh, yeah.
8 grabs for 138 yards. Longest one was 35 and a touchdown. So he was,
that was an awesome
electric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, came in a loss, but yeah. I mean, him and Caleb were on fire.
Yeah. I just can't say enough good things about Luther Burden. So
Yeah.
far, so good, man.
Can't
great
wait.
kid. Can't
4
wait to see more.
years of control, 3 more years of control with him. And the arrow is pointing up. A for him, man, for sure.
Bingo.
And like we said, the highlight there, he has wide receiver 1 potential, so we can have a 1A, 1B, and like a 1
1C.
and 3/4. Yeah,
With
exactly.
DJ.
Yep. So
Yeah, our wide receiver room is stacked.
yeah, so
And
it's
should we talk about that really quick too while we're on the topic of wide receivers? Because again, 29 of you now in the chat. Thank you so much for filing in and finding your seats. I just want to branch really quick since talking about the wide receiver room. Our thoughts on DJ. Let me start.
Mhm.
I don't think DJ's going anywhere. I said it before, I think on our last show, where I know he's had these little issues that we've seen. They show up, these little blips of like, did he pull up on that route? Did he 60% that route? Did he just walk off the field in the middle of a play? Did he? And I get it. However, with those moments aside, the guy gets hurt. You see him. He takes a weird angle fall. His leg twists and he's holding his knee or his back. It's been a number of things. He's limping off the field and you're like, oh no, DJ. Like, oh no. And then like 3 plays later, he's back on the field. And you're like, oh, he's a cyborg. I got it. So you can't question his heart. And then on top of his heart, when we needed big plays, Caleb found DJ. He threw him fucking 50-50 ball. Just get it, man. Get it. Maybe it wasn't a 50-50 ball. He dropped that shit right in the basket. The point is that he went to DJ and DJ came up with the ball and like on big moments. And so you just don't let that go. You don't. And so
I'll give you my 2 cents on DJ. he helped beat the Packers twice. I think he had one more game-winning catch as well throughout the season. So out of the 7 comebacks, he was a big part of that. And I agree with you, man. He's as tough as they come, man. There is no way you could place the diva tag on him at all at receiver. Would I be upset if he got traded in the offseason? Yeah. Would I be surprised or devastated? Probably not, especially with as young as this wide receiver core is. But yeah, man, he's like that steady Eddie, can be relied on to do just about anything you ask. If they do end up moving DJ Moore, if it's for another big splash defensive piece, I would be okay with that. So
that would be the only way I'd be okay with it. If it came at like a Max Crosby, let's say,
right,
where we don't have to give so many first round draft picks. If we could just give one first rounder with DJ, I'll be DJ, like, I'll still be like a little like I miss you, DJ. I'll still hit him up on Twitter like I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, dog.
Enjoy the silver and black, bro.
Yeah, enjoy the desert. I hear it's really nice during winter. No, but thanks for Max Crosby. But yeah, I just don't know if they're going to do it, man. There's a lot of questions, and I guess we'll get here later in the show because we will be talking about little free agency movements and things like that, who we're going to keep and who we're going to let go, and what are the free agents out there and stuff. It's how aggressive is Ryan Poles going to get?
Yeah.
Because that's an aggressive move. First round draft picks and fucking take DJ too. Like, whoa, that's aggressive.
Like if you do that deal, you are making a clear statement to the fan base that we are in win now in the next 3-year mode to where we can get into the championship game and win it. So that would be a very clear statement and what that would say to me.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Just are we there yet? We can't wait to find out because the GM Ryan Poles is going to let us know. He's going to speak with his actions, not with his words.
Yep.
So, right, when you say if we see a move like that, they've said and agreed, here's our window. Let's go. Yep. Our first window. We're going to have Caleb for a long time. We're going to have Ben Johnson a long time. So the window's going to be larger, but like you said, next 3 years type of deal. Like we're going for it. We're going to be a strong push.
Yep. Like, that you need to get one while Caleb's on a rookie deal, because then the rest is, hopefully you run into, man, imagine if we're talking one day that the Bears just ripped off a dynasty, like 3 championships in 4 or 5 years type of thing. Oh my God, can you imagine what the city would be like?
Yeah.
Bears fans? Yeah. Yeah.
But it could be possible, though, again, because that's really kind of it. When you saw our offense this season, yes, at moments it sputtered, but then at other times it was just absolutely ridiculous.
Unstoppable.
Yeah. So if they work on that this offseason, I know Ben Johnson in his postseason presser was trying to downplay. We're starting at the bottom. Like we're garbage. We're a garbage can again. Like, stop it. I know you're being modest, and I know what you're trying to do right now. But no, sir, you can build off of what you did this first season. Knock it off.
I mean, however, they do have the toughest schedule in terms of win percentage from this past year. So,
yeah, but some of those teams that don't have coaches now, so those things are going to matter. Like I'm not. Are you scared of the Ravens now? I'm not.
Not as scared, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
And there's some other teams there too where I'm like, I'm not worried about them no more. But yeah, he gets so you can build on that offense performance of last year and go into next year, all cylinders firing, all of them, right? And so when you looked at our offense performing how they did this season, what was our Achilles heel? That the fucking defense. We had no pass rush. We couldn't stop the run. Like it was a miracle that we had all these takeaways, but it kind of didn't matter when your just defense was just getting gashed. And so if you could solidify that front four this offseason, we got all these people coming back from injury that are going to be healthy. You got Terrell Smith, Kyler Gordon, God bless, he'll be 100%. Jalen Johnson will be 100%. Tyreek Stevenson, we got one more year.
Yep.
You got to figure out what to do with the safeties, but to fix that front four. And then once that's done, and like you said this a bunch during our seasons shows, if you could just be middle of the pack, if your defense could just be mid,
Yeah,
like we'll be straight.
We're not asking for a top 5 defense, right?
No.
And the way that the salary cap is this year, last year the Bears had money to spend and then some. This year, it's quite a bit tighter.
Yeah.
But at the same point in time, boy, did they fix that offense. That's for sure. So now that you have one side of the ball pretty much humming on all cylinders, you can spend a lot of your draft capital on defense, which I gotta think that that's where they're gonna go hot and heavy. There's gonna be a ton of moves, and we'll get into this in a little bit. That we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so with that being said, Luther Burden, let's get ready to move on to the Bears' other second round draft pick that they picked at 56. They traded up for that, I believe. And they picked Ozzie Trapillo.
Yep, Boston College. Everybody thought at first. I tell you what, I wasn't happy when I found out that number one, he was a right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then they're like, oh, we'll just shift him over to left.
He played a little bit of left at Boston College.
He did. He did a little bit. He did. You're right. However, I was very pessimistic about it. And then when it started to transpire over OTAs and training camp and through the preseason, the coaching staff, when asked, hey, how's he working out at left tackle? We don't see him taking reps anymore there. And Ben Johnson was like, yeah, he hit a wall there. So we're putting him back to right. And I'm like, God dang it. I told you. I was busting Adam Johns' ass on Twitter. Like, hey, man, I thought he was going to be left tackle. You were so sure that we drafted him. Oh, that's it. We found our left tackle. Now they moved him back to right, man. Now what? But I was wrong. I'm allowed to change my mind once more data is presented. And boy, did this kid show out. When it was his time to play left tackle, what was that? Mid-season, roughly about the same.
No, it was like last Philly game. Oh. Was that? So like the last third of the season. I think Philly was his first start.
Holy crap. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
so Black Friday. So so for me, when we're talking through this, what's the reoccurring theme? Like if you're a rookie on this team, talent alone is not going to get you on the field. Your work ethic, your practice habits, and everything else, that's what's going to get you on the field. And we saw it pretty consistently. So guess what, guys? Next year, the Bears draft some high-end defensive talent. Don't expect them to be day one starters.
Right.
No. So
yeah, that is a trend. Yes.
On the defensive line, you have a better shot at it because the last guys were just freaking abysmal.
So bad. Yeah. They were that bad that you maybe could take the starting role.
But you better bring your lunch pail. You better practice like a pro or a champion. I think Ben Johnson threw that out quite a bit. We're not practicing at a championship level. Yeah. So, these rookies better be ready. So,
let's see. So after we did put him in, we had pulled up some stats from him some PFF stats. Very good numbers, man. We're talking like in his first 1,000 snaps, the kid didn't have any penalties and he didn't give up any sacks.
Right.
In his first 1,000 snaps. like his pass pro looked very good. And he wasn't going up against no bums either.
No, he went up against Pittsburgh's pass rushers.
Yeah.
That might
Phillies.
actually been his first. Phillies, Myles Garrett. He gave up a sack
Yep.
and a half to ultimately the NFL sack leader,
Yes.
which is what he averaged per game. So he held him to his average, which
Yeah.
you
As a
can't
rookie,
stop him. Yeah,
he should
you
have
just
gave
hope
him.
to continue.
He should have gave up 4,
Yeah.
as you would think, as a rookie. If Myles Garrett would have ate him for breakfast,
Mhm.
but he didn't.
Yeah. The run blocking, if we were to stack him versus Theo, not quite as good in the run blocking, but that's going to be something that they'll work on. It's a lot easier to teach run blocking than it is pass pro,
Yeah.
because that's moving forward, that's using your strength. Pass pro is more finesse, hand placement, foot placement, all that good stuff there. So if you were to tell me he needed to work on one of the two, I would choose run blocking, especially at left tackle. But yeah, I thought he was pretty solid. It's a damn shame that he had that injury, though.
Yeah. That was a bad injury. That patellar.
But the
It's a
dude,
long recovery.
yeah, tough as nails. He hobbled his ass off the field, hopped off of it, saved the Bears a timeout in a crucial drive. We saw that a couple times. So that's like these players are getting coached to that level. And you saw it in Green Bay in that playoff game. That guy just stayed on the ground. He could have gotten off of the field, maybe very slowly, but he could have gotten off the field. But nope, cost his team 10-second runoff. Ultimately, probably what cost them the game or very much contributed to it. So,
Bear down, Canyon Cooper. Good night. Have a good night's sleep and good day at work tomorrow.
thanks for stopping in, Canyon. So, yeah, I think, the arrow's pointing up. Let's see how he comes back from this injury. The kid's young. They heal so fast, and they have top-of-the-line medical stuff. Yeah, he might be back a little bit later. Our overall grade, we gave him a B+. Still got to see a little bit more consistency. I want to see it over the course of a season. But I think that this guy has the potential to be, a top 10 starting tackle, left tackle in the league. And if that's the case, and he's here for years to come, man, Bears are in good shape.
They're in very good shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an easy position to fill.
No. And damn, does it suck that he got hurt, because now you're going to have to load some draft capital into that position for backup, or you got to decide if you want to re-sign Braxton Jones. And none of us on this show, I'm sure, would want to keep Braxton Jones.
I think Braxton's already packed up and gone.
Should.
He doesn't even have a toothbrush in the locker room right now.
No. He shouldn't have one at his, apartment or whatever either.
Yeah.
So, but I think you go mid-round tackle prospect that can fill in. Theo started plenty of games.
I think Theo's the shoe-in. He's going into OTAs. He's the shoe-in. You do draft, like you said, somewhere mid-draft. Bring a guy in just because you got to have competition,
like a 4th or 5th, maybe 3rd or 4th, if depending on who's on the board. I don't think you go, if they go left tackle 1st or 2nd, then they weren't sold on Ozzie, or they're thinking doomsday scenario with Ozzie.
Oh yeah, doomsday scenario.
Because I'm assuming you want to keep Darnell Wright on the other side. He's coming up on a contract. Yeah. So we'll see. He might get extended in the offseason. We'll see. So
what was he? 2nd team All-Pro?
Yeah. Top,
keep him.
Like the 10th rated tackle, left or right in the NFL.
Yeah, you keep him at right. You keep him there.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally his name.
Yeah.
It's not Darnell left.
No.
Darnell right.
So do we just need to start calling Ozzie left Trapillo then?
Ooh. Left pillow.
Left pillow.
We'll work on it. We're still workshopping
We're
it. We'll get it.
spitballing this, yeah.
All right, next on the list, boy, what a sad disappointment
Yeah.
here. Shamar Turner, great size, great strength on this kid. He was showing flashes, but just the injury took him out too soon.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, he doesn't get a grade because that's the fair thing to do. You can't call somebody a bust on injury. So you also can't grade them on when they got injured so early. There's just not enough tape there for us to digest and analyze. The kid just didn't show us enough yet. So, what did you say his injury was?
ACL, I'm pretty sure. So,
tough.
He was just cracking the lineup when he was seeing a lot more snaps when he went down. I think he was 2 to 3 games in while he was in the rotation, and he was showing up. He was showing up on tape. The kid looks strong, fast, explosive. Let's hope that the ACL comes back, rehab, good to go, so he doesn't lose any of that explosiveness.
Yeah.
The dude, this is one of those guys, and doing the homework last year on him after the Bears drafted him. This kid just loves football. He loves to play football. And that's some of the character things that the Bears were looking for. And this kid fit the mold. I think he would be a very solid piece in the rotation. I'm sure the Bears were drafting him in hopes that he would be starting next to Grady Jarrett after this year, or splitting reps with Grady Jarrett or whatever the case may be, because Grady's starting to get a little bit long in the tooth. I mean, we've said it several times. Grady was brought in to help change the culture, and that way, that's a home run. His play on the field is more kind of like, a drop third strike, I guess. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. A drop third strike.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was going to say double play, but it wasn't quite that bad.
No, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a letdown a little bit. But we have him again next season, so we'll get to see more of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Shamar Turner. Not too much to talk about there because, again, there wasn't a whole lot for us to analyze. The great personality, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I saw all his interviews after he was drafted, and then some of his interviews in OTAs and whatnot. Great kid, great personality. So definitely hoping he heals up 100%, comes back. So one person we skipped over by accident, which we'll bring up, just because this is another one, is Ruben Hippolyte, linebacker from Maryland. He was from Maryland, right?
Yeah. Yep. Big Ten guy.
Also, didn't really get to see too much, although he did get some playing time, showed flashes of his speed, but poor tackling, poor angles, liability and coverage. But still, I won't give the kid a grade yet because he also got injured a bit too soon before we could actually give the kid a fair grade. He did not play a whole season, and
I think for myself, if I were to give him a grade based off of what we saw in the limited exposure, this draft pick is probably going to end up being the worst one out of this draft class.
Well, hold up, because who's coming up next?
Right. I have a feeling that he is just going to no-show. There's a reason why he wasn't on a lot of people's draft boards. He had all the physical tools, but maybe not as much of the football IQ as you would like. But, we'll see. We'll see. We have 2 more years to figure out what this kid's going to do. Maybe he'll be a core special teamer.
Sure.
But from what I've seen, I think that might be his limit.
Ooh.
I reserve the right to be wrong.
Hopefully, yes. Because I'm hoping maybe between the linebackers coach and Dennis Allen, they could coach him. They could coach him up, But yeah, I was not impressed with what I saw either. If I had to give him a grade, he's getting a D from me.
Agreed. Same here. So
the Professor Ezra is in, and if I'd share what I saw from him, I think I'd give him a D. So, yeah. No, but next. Who is this? Who?
Za?
Who in the hell?
As in pizza?
Pizza Frazier? Who? So we drafted this cornerback. I don't have a whole lot of info on him. There were actually his whole mini camp and season disappearing act is shrouded in mystery.
Yeah. I'm guessing let's throw out some crazy just some crazy theories here why he missed. Here's what I'm thinking. His grandma, who helped raise him, got kidnapped by Mexican drug lords, and he had to join an elite force and train with those guys for the course of the season so that they can go into Mexico and extract her from one of the main cartels. They wanted her as a mule, but then they found out she could cook really good food, so they had her under lock and key in a Mexican drug lord kingpin's mansion as their personal chef. And Za, what time is it? They may be launching any minute now for that rescue mission, and he will be back with the Bears in full capacity next year. And Grandma's going to be on the sideline serving up any type of barbecue or soul food or anything like that. So it's going to be worth it. I feel it.
You know what? That's a more acceptable answer than what we've gotten from the Bears organization. So I will take that.
Yes. Either that or it's mental health. One of the two.
Yeah, that's probably most likely what it is.
Yeah. So
rescuing Grandma from the cartels.
Yes.
Him and Peanut Tillman. He called in a favor because, Peanut Tillman's always at Hallis. So when he talked to him, he was like, "Hey, Doug, let me holler at you real quick."
Yeah.
You're still with the FBI? You still mess with them? Oh, yeah, I still mess with them. My grandmother got kidnapped by the cartels and shit. Can you help me out? Oh, yeah, I can help you out. But you're going to miss like this whole season. This is my grandmother.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm in. Put me on SEAL Team 7. Let's go.
I'd say let's hypothetically go the other way, right? That because it probably is most likely the mental health thing, right? Because if it was an actual physical injury, they would have said, "Yeah, he's got soft tissue. Yeah, he tore something.
He'd been
he's having surgery." But they said, "Boo." So when they say boo,
injury.
Yeah, you're like, okay, well, if that's the case, he's had a whole year. The best psychiatrist, the best Prozac, the best everything. So I hope the kid comes, and I hope he comes ready to play some football. Because our DBs were dropping like flies last season. We could have really used them.
Maybe he had a really bad coke habit from those cartels. When Grandma was...
Like a Josh Gordon thing?
Yeah.
That could be too.
Instead of going through the process and everything, they're just like, "Listen, kid, you have a year to get clean. And if you don't, Caleb Williams and the offensive line are going to jump you in an alley, kick your ass, and then we're going to cut you."
Or maybe you haven't seen our unorthodox methods that we were doing.
That's
during
true.
the beginning of the season.
Yes.
If you need to know what that is, we only released that footage to the Everything Bears show. So
go back into the archives. If you know, you know.
If you're a fan of the show, you know. That's the other. That's another one I didn't think of. It could very well be like he failed the drug test. They're like, "Yo, dog, you pissed hot."
Yeah.
Hot.
And then we retested you a week later, and it was even hotter.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there was benzos in there, opiates,
Horse
cocaine.
tranquilizers.
Yeah, horse tranquilizer. Dog, what are you into?
Yeah.
Like, we can't get you on the field, dude. You fail drug tests like this. So, like you said, they took the long road. Like, look, you're gonna have to go to intensive in care
Mhm.
inpatient. That's what I wanted to say. Intensive in care patient stuff, and then you're gonna come out and after 90 days, and we're gonna piss you every week, a couple times a week.
Mhm.
And if you piss dirty one time, you're gone. If you stay clean the whole year, we'll see you at spring training next year. That's got to be it.
Something. This is
Because
fun.
you would know about mental health issues from your scouting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you
And
would
then-
talk to his coaches, and they'd have been like, "Yeah, this kid's a basket case. He's going
yeah.
through it. He's going through it."
I think if the coaches were to say that, or it was something the coaches know, I don't think they would have drafted him in the 5th. I don't know, maybe.
That, right. But the one thing that they wouldn't know is a drug habit.
Mhm.
Because, see, drug habits are quiet. His coaches wouldn't have known. He'd have kept it quiet. But, you know, when you're going to go to the NFL, man, they're rooting around in all your business and hair follicle tests and
Yeah.
piss tests and all blood work. And then
I have another theory. It
horse
just hit me.
tranquilizer. No, go ahead.
So he's addicted to porn and he has a chronic masturbation problem. And
Well,
if that happened in the locker room, it would be bad.
look, they already they know how to deal with it because Jalen Johnson.
And
So-
the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, right.
Oh, actually, yeah, that was something else.
Yeah,
but-
he was gooning in his office at Hallis. That's insane. But no, Jalen Johnson has openly come out and said that, you know, he was a sexual deviant. He couldn't keep it in his pants for nothing. But he found Jesus, which is good.
Uh-huh.
But so it wouldn't be the masturbation addiction because they already
That's
would
what
know how to
Utah
work through
does
that.
to you, man. That
I
state
can't
in general-
concentrate on football. I
Yeah.
can't concentrate on football.
I dropped this interception. I need 10 minutes. I'll be back.
Yeah, I gotta go to the locker room, coach. I'll be right back. Like, wait, where the fuck you going? Don't worry
Relieve some
about it.
tension. So we got a couple plausible theories there.
So again, yeah. See, this is what happens, Ryan Poles. When you
Mhm.
don't tell us, you leave it up to our imagination.
Yeah. Or
bad.
yeah, exactly.
That's bad
And
news,
we're some
buddy.
sick motherfuckers, man. So
Yeah, I mean, we thought drug cartels, masturbation, or he's a heroin addict. Like
it's one of the three.
we're all over the place, man. We're all over the place.
Got
All right,
every
we got
basis covered.
we got our next guy here. Hold on. Let me cue this up. Our next guy. Not a bad pick here. Luke Newman,
Mhm.
Michigan State. You know, nothing crazy, not a big splash. Just, you know, the guy who's got all the right tools with the right coaching. He could be a fantastic depth piece. One of your
Mhm.
guards goes down, don't freak out. You got Luke Newman, which is great because that's the kind of guy that, you know, they'll stick around. Bear Claw.
He thinks he's following our train of thought here. So for sure. Luke Newman for me, Big Ten offensive lineman, used to playing in the trenches. Probably, with the argument being now that the Big Ten is the best conference, overtook the SEC over the last couple of years. I know that's a very hot topic of debate. I really don't want to get into that, but there's a case to be made. Super Steady Eddie was a captain in Michigan State, offered leadership. One of those guys, lunch pail guys that brings it every day. Huge death piece, man. He might be one of those guys where in 2 to 3 years, he might be a starter. Maybe he fills in for Tooney after, he decides to retire. Though that guy's a machine as well. So let's hope he stays around as long as possible.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's getting the best tutelage from this offensive line and this coaching staff. A ton of experience up there to learn from. So, yeah, this is just one of those super solid depth picks. You pick him up in a late round. He's going to be he played some fullback, didn't he? And we saw him in some 13 personnel.
I think so.
Yeah, so super solid for what it was, a late round pick for what we got. We graded him a B on that. I think that's pretty fair to say. He wasn't brought in to be a starter, so we got to address that accordingly. So,
yep, a good solid. Just and again, Michigan State, you can't go wrong picking an offensive lineman from the Big Ten.
No. They have a tendency to work out pretty good, especially if they're from like Wisconsin or Michigan, or even some of the Ohio State ones turn out to be okay. So,
and last, but certainly not least, the man of the hour, Kyle Monangai, running back, Rutgers. More than what I thought. We got so much more from him than what I would even expect. You saw his college highlights. You heard the stats. He had like 4 years of 700 something carries and not one fumble. You watch the highlights and this kid's just a battling ram. And you're like, well, we got DeAndre Swift and we'll see what this kid can do. This kid also, first few weeks, not really too much carries. Nope. Not too much activity. To go back to what you were saying, Cap, is again, this coaching staff puts you through a little bit of you got to build trust with them. You better know your assignments and know how to run and where your fits are and what do they call them? Tracks, where your tracks are. And so once the kid finally got rolling, man, this kid was something else. I mean, I'm gonna run this tape a little bit. Of course, we're gonna give the kid an A+.
Steal of the draft, right? 100%. If he made it out on the field from day one, the Bears would have had 2 1,000-yard rushers guaranteed. I'm looking forward to this 1-2 punch next year. Assuming Swift is going to be back. I know his name has been mentioned in several different things and possibly being cut or restructured or whatever the case may be. But I'm looking forward to any 1-2 punch that has Monangai in there. I would run it back with Swift. I tell you what, I know we're talking about Monangai right now, but just my quick 2 cents on Swift. I have a 100% different view on Swift now than I did going into the season. I thought Swift was one of the just easiest backs to tackle, did not run with power, nothing. He was just a straight speed guy, but he showed me something this year. Short yardage, he was good. Breaking tackles. Yes. And maybe that competition with Monangai heated up and Monangai pushed him, or it's a Bieniemy factor or what. But man, these 2 backs and that 1-2 punch, like Bear Claw was saying, boy, were they fun to watch. The Bruise Brothers, right?
Bruise Brothers.
Deemed by the Chicago media. Man, were they fun to watch this year. And that 1-2 punch and Monangai being the hammer, and he didn't really vulture back everything down around the goal line. Swift still had plenty of carries.
Oh yeah.
And that's just, it could be a very dynamic duo, and I can't wait to see, how this plays out in the future.
I mean, shit. I mean, look at his stats. Look at this. He had 169 carries for 783 yards and 5 tutties. Okay, yeah.
Absolutely 2/3 of a season. Yeah.
Correct. With 2/3 of the season. Because they didn't introduce him into the offense that much early on. So,
Yeah,
man,
quick math, roughly 10 carries a game for 78 yards and half a touchdown. Well, not quite. 17 divided by 5, 8.5. Third of a touchdown a game. So from a rookie who was drafted in the 7th round, yeah,
we could have 2,000-yard rushers next season. My guess. A little bit of a bold prediction, and that might be one of my bold predictions going into next season.
Yeah.
To have 2 1,000-yard rushers, because now they know what they have in the kid. He knows the offense. He knows the system. He knows his blocking assignments. He knows his tracks. And that's it. Playbook's wide open for Ben Johnson to do what he does. And this kid will have carries throughout the whole season. And yes.
Yeah. Between these two backs, they led the NFL in explosive runs, which is really saying something about the offensive line and these running backs. And it's at the point right now where you kind of hedged yourself a little bit. And what I mean by that is if one of these two backs go down, the other back could carry the load. Right?
Yeah.
Like
because he did, right?
Yeah. Swift had a groin issue. What was it, the Cleveland game that he missed?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And Monangai went right in there, carried the load. You start running on these teams like they did against the Eagles. And
he had did he have 140 yards that game?
Against the Eagles?
No, the Browns.
Oh,
the
Browns?
game that he was the RB1.
You know what? I will let you know right now. Week 15 against the Browns, he was 11 carries for 33 yards. His best game was against the Eagles, 22 carries for $130.
Oh, $130. Okay.
Yeah.
Against the Eagles. I knew he was close to like 140. I thought it was the Browns. No, okay, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So just to kind of speak to what we were talking about before. So in the first week against the Vikings, he did not record a single carry. He had 1 reception for 11 yards. Against the Lions, he had 7 carries for 28. Cowboys 6 for 16. Raiders 4 for 18. Commanders 5 for 19. Then the Saints game comes and he gets his first heavy workload, 13 carries for 81 yards. Ravens, he only had 7 carries. And then the Bengals, he had 26 carries for 176 yards. So, yeah, I mean, he definitely came in that last 2/3 of that season. From week 7 on, he was a staple in this offense. So, the first 6 weeks, which were 5 games, he had a grand total of 22 carries. So, and then against the Bengals, he had 26 alone. That was his coming out party.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the kid's nasty. I just, what a great pick. You know, through that whole draft, we're sitting there and we're like, when are you going to get a running back? When are you going to get a running back? And then the running backs come up. The team before us picks the running back that we would have wanted. You're like, shit, man, we're not going to get a running back.
Yeah.
7th round, Kyle Monangai. For me, anyways, because I didn't do a deep dive into running backs because the draft was filled with them.
Yeah.
It was a very running back heavy draft, so I didn't know them all. Kyle Monangai. I don't know Kyle Monangai. Boy, when I saw those highlights, I was like, all right, okay, this is cool. We'll see how this works.
Yeah.
Man, just absolutely blown away. Totally surprised and loved it.
He was a blue-collar back coming out of Rutgers. Seen him a little bit while watching Michigan games. But yeah, same demeanor, just blue-collar running back, nose to the grindstone. Will try to outwork you. He's not the biggest guy, but man, the dude runs like he's twice the size. You know, he's only 5'8", 207 pounds, but you know, the one thing that was kind of a hitch in his game was maybe the receiving aspect. He's got to work on those hands out of the backfield.
A
There
little
was a
bit.
couple big plays that he dropped that would have been huge gainers, and he got put in the doghouse. I don't remember what game that was where he dropped two. It might have been against the 49ers, where he got put in the doghouse a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, this kid, the fumbling issues, zero. I'm sure with a lot of these guys, for these rookies, they had to come in and learn this offense and the pass fits and everything there. I like it though, man. Like, it's a good culture when your rookies have to come in and earn their time on the field. I mean, everybody this year did, including Caleb, and when it came down to the practices and stuff. But these rookies, you saw it maybe a little bit step up. Like, you had to earn your stripes in order to get on the field, which is how it should be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this coaching staff definitely instilled that. Like, oh no, you're gonna earn it. No block, no rock. All that whole thing, and yeah, and it worked out, right? I mean, like when you look at the end result, like you're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. When these young kids came in the game and contributed, it was because they were prepared. The coaches, again, wouldn't put them in there until they were absolutely for sure that the kids can handle it. And it was like, yeah, this is great. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So that was it for the draft class. Good job, Ryan Poles. Great draft this year.
Overall draft grade, what would you give him?
Wow. Wow.
It's tough with those kind of two NAs in there, but
that does hurt. That hurts his grade. You guys in the chat, if you want to comment, what would you give Ryan Poles for a grade this draft? While I try to think of one. You can give your summation if you know yours.
Sure. Yeah, I think overall, with the production that the rookies gave this team this year, even though the majority of the production was in 4 players out of this draft, you got to give Ryan Poles an A for this one. You started off with Colston Loveland. You followed the advice of Ben Johnson, right? The guy was a contributor. He's going to be a long-time staple in this offense, and he's one of those weapons that is a matchup nightmare. Like, going forward, you are going to have to build game plans around stopping Colston Loveland, especially on the later downs, like 3rd down and 4th down. Much like we've seen what happened with Jason Kelce, where they had to bracket coverage him. He's going to demand that type of respect on 3rd and 4th at the minimum, which then opens up all your weapons on the outside, probably also opens up opportunity in the pass game. Then we go to Luther Burden. The fact that we got this kid in the 2nd round, and he was a big-time contributor and an explosive play waiting to happen. Huge contributions, even though he came on late. He caught up awful quick with the rest. Ozzie, which should be a long-term starter for the Bears, knock on wood, assuming that he comes back from injury, without any issues or a loss of step or whatever the case may be. And then you wrap it up with Kyle Monangai. I give this overall draft class an A. If you have 4 huge contributors that you get out of every draft, you can rebuild this roster really quick, be really young, and really good.
Nice.
When was the last time we saw 4 draft picks hit out of a draft class?
Never.
And contribute as much. 1983?
What draft did because I know we had a good draft with Charles Tillman, because Lance Briggs came out of that draft too. That wasn't Tommy Harris's too, was it?
Oh, good question. Well, ask Google.
Yeah.
So let's see. They're saying 1983, obviously, with all the Hall of Famers that they got out of there with Richard Dent and company, Dave Duerson, Mike Bortz, Mike Richardson, Willie Gault. The 2000 draft was pretty solid in getting people like the likes of one Brian Urlacher and Mike Brown. Yeah, so that was a pretty solid one. Those top two were all-time Bears legends.
Yeah.
And then, just kind of look at what Google's saying. 2003, I think, is when they got Briggs. So, but yeah, so I would say very well could be top 4 draft in this franchise history.
Gotta be. I mean,
Top
aside
5?
from that, because that chapter's still being written, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because the 1983 one, that sounds like to me like the best one.
Right, it's got to be because you built the most dominant team possibly ever assembled.
The Urlacher Mike Brown thing can be a little bit debated because now you got one sure Hall of Famer. Well, he's already been jacketed, Urlacher, but then Mike Brown's just kind of like he's just a Chicago legend, right?
Yeah, it's a shame that injuries robbed his career, man.
Yeah.
That guy was going to be an all-time great.
Yes. His name could have rang out with like the likes of Sean Taylor or something.
I mean, we got to look at in terms of reshaping the franchise. We got to look at the 2024 draft with Caleb and Rome. Right? I mean, that's got to be a draft class that's got to stand out because you finally got your franchise quarterback.
Who else came out in that draft? I know it's 2 years ago. My memory is don't remember that draft outside of Caleb and Rome.
All right, that's all you needed to know. Third round was Kieran Amagaji. Torrey Taylor, the punter.
Okay.
And then Austin Booker. Those we only had 5 picks that year.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, not too shabby, especially when you consider Caleb and Rome. And Austin Booker. I hit the kid's arrows pointing up. We'll see what he's got for us next season. But now back to 2025. Loveland, Luther Burden, Ozzie Trapillo, Kyle Monangai. God, man.
And if just one of those other guys either comes back from Mexico or injury or whatever.
Say Frazier makes it out of the fucking Amazon with his grandmother alive and works out.
What if he's Jalen Johnson 2.0? Right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
We don't know.
What if Shamar Turner comes back and he's a top 10 defensive tackle?
He's Tommy Harris.
Yeah. But longer, right? Not just the flash in the pan.
Yeah.
It has the potential to be top 3 draft class of all time, if not maybe number 2.
Yeah.
I still got to put Caleb Williams draft class as number 2 right now, right? One player made that draft.
So you beat me to it. I was going to say just for Caleb alone, because we've never had a franchise quarterback, let alone drafted them. How many quarterbacks we got wrong in the draft? I ran out of data space in my brain of how many times we fucked up quarterbacks in the draft.
If you want to be depressed for 45 minutes, go on to YouTube and you look at the quarterback timeline.
Yeah.
Very interesting video, but very depressing as a Chicago Bears fan.
You recommended that some number of shows ago, and then later that week I ended up finding it and watched it, and it was not cool.
No. Great narration. Cool. That guy's voice is very good. But
Yeah,
man,
no, the video was awesome, but just
Yeah.
to relive all that of like, oh god, I remembered that. Oh fuck, I remembered
Rick
that. Oh
Meyer and
god, like
Abe
oh.
McDown and just all these guys, Mike
But
Glennon, and you're just like, oh,
yeah, it was just
why?
how
Yeah.
how do you even look at if I threw at a fucking dartboard blindfolded at some point over
You're gonna hit.
30 years, I'll hit the fucking bullseye. I swear to God I will. So how do you get it wrong for
Ugh.
so long?
I just
You have nobody evaluating talent at all. You have no idea what you're looking for. Then with the carousel between coaches, that doesn't help. That just muddies the waters. It gums up the works because you got a lame duck coach who brought in a quarterback he wanted or didn't want, he was stuck with,
yeah.
gets fired. The new coach comes in and is like, that's not my quarterback. I don't want that fucking chump. It's a fucking crumb bomb. I want this guy. Oh, okay. So then fuck the guy that we drafted. We'll get your guy. And then you don't do shit with him because he sucked at football too. So now you're fucking fired. And then the next guy, and we know that carousel. We know what happened. But to finally get Caleb Williams, right? And this is one thing that pisses me off because there's still fucking retards on Twitter who will say things like, oh, you should have went Drake May. You should have went Drake May. Even my boy fucking what's his face from Windy City Breeze, man, who's on ESPN, Pat the designer. I know he needed content for the day, but he did bring up the conversation of, did the Bears get it right with Caleb? Should they have done Drake May? Like, look, Pat, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. You're better than that, man. You could make up another content to talk about than bringing that shit up because you know damn well we didn't get that wrong. Let me redo that draft and I'll pick Caleb 10 times out of 10. Not picking Drake May over Caleb. Not going to do it.
No.
Caleb, not to take anything from Drake May. He looks great. Obviously, lots of success. The kid's slinging it. He ain't doing what Caleb's doing.
We'll see how good Drake May is in 2 weeks. Week and a half now.
Well, yeah, when he's got to go and get Seattle. I'm with you on that one. My pick is Seattle.
Exposed. Yeah.
Yeah, Seattle's going to be like fucking shark and blood-infested water. Shark-infested waters.
Yeah. You bring up a great point, though. So we finally got the quarterback right, but we're overlooking the most important signing of this team outside of getting that number 1 draft pick, and that's Ben Johnson.
Ben
motherfucking Johnson. What was the last good coach that the Bears had?
Lovey,
right? I would agree with you on that. Who was before Lovey? Who was the best coach that they had?
Ditka.
Quite a bit of a span between there, right?
There was
85 to what, like 2000-ish, I think Lovey came on. Because he took him to the Super Bowl in 06, and they fucking fired him after only winning 10 games.
I still to this day, like he went 10-6 and you fired him.
And then you bring in Trestman, right? Was it Trestman the guy after?
Trestman was the next guy, yes.
Oh my.
Absolute shit show. Okay. Yeah. And then John Fox after him.
To stabilize the culture. Create is checking in. Create. I hate to break this to you. No Chris Burr tonight. So he is absent.
No Chris Burr.
Mark Trestman, the Canadian.
That's right. The Canadian offensive mastermind.
Go back. That obviously didn't translate very well. Go back to your weird dimensions and all that other bullshit and drop kicks and everything else.
And 2.
Yeah.
So Mark Trestman's first season was offensively a success.
Okay.
Mark Trestman's first season, but then it was they fell off a cliff after that.
You know what's sad about this is when I hear Mark Trestman, the first thing I think of is that he was a defensive coach. That's how good his offense was to me.
Ooh.
Like, don't
was
remember.
He really? He was a defensive coach?
He was an offensive guy, but yeah, it was a fucking disaster. But they finally this goes even further up the ladder, right? Never got the head coach right, except for Lovey. You never got your GM right. I mean, look at some of the people that we had to deal with.
Phil Emery.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy?
Antanasio or something.
Yeah, that was before Emery, right?
Yeah. Ryan
Pace. Right.
Garbage. He was supposed to be the next super GM. That didn't work out.
No.
He'd
mortgage your future in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And then
John Fox called Jay Jim. And Cutler called him Foxy.
Foxy. Mike fucking Glennon. $18 million for the year.
Do you remember that shit?
Oh God.
Holy
I mean, the
shit.
GM head coach combo has been a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
From the early 90s. 30 fucking years of just fucktardery.
Of dumpster fire.
Yeah. Like, no wonder why this team, they would flash in the pan.
Shit NATO.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the words to describe how awful it was.
But then there was a vision, and they've been these white collar armchair sissies. Ted fucking what? I don't even care, old president. For some reason I keep going to Ted Thompson, but that was the Packers.
I keep going to Ted Cruz because I think somewhere around Hallis there's a Ted Cruz.
Ted Phillips. Yeah.
Ted Phillips. Yes.
100%. Like, the organization was broken from the top down. The front office was never in place. And listen, like, Ryan Poles, I think, was a year away from being the next victim.
Yeah.
But they stuck with them. They saw the vision that the guy had. They seen the moves that he pulled. And some of the moves that he pulled, I mean, we'll be talking about that Panthers trade
from
time. Here. It changed the course of this franchise. It really did. It took a few years to come to fruition, but yeah.
It's George McCaskey. He says, I don't know things. I don't know football. I'm just a fan. Get the fuck out of here then sell the team, asshole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go on a George McCaskey rant. No, so you're totally right, man.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I mean, you got Poles. You didn't give him the quick rope. He fleeces the Panthers. You start building this team, and Lovie Smith gave the Bears one final gift in pulling out that game to drop, the Panthers pick to the first overall pick. And literally 2 years later, we are sitting here throwing out words like possible dynasties,
Super Bowls,
and Super Bowls, and best draft, second best draft, third best draft in Chicago Bears history, right? Hell, we're the 4-time offseason champs.
Yeah.
Right? Let's win another offseason.
Yeah. If there's one thing Poles does, dude, he wins off seasons.
Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, it doesn't generate any wins. That's how bad this fucking team was, that it took 4 years to unfuck this thing.
Well, you're right. So that's when the transition happened from Ryan Pace to Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles was gifted a shit platter. Here you go. No draft picks, no first round picks for the next 2 more years. Like, you're just fuck you. Here you go. And I really commend Ryan Poles. He's bullish, right? To quote stock market. He handled the roster and the money very bullishly. Mm-hmm. Me as an impatient fan and not great with finances on a personal level, I'm like, shit, man, he's doing this slow but steady routine, man. Yeah. but it freaking worked.
Yeah.
It worked. He slowly built the team, and then with a little bit of luck, and that Lovie Smith
Mhm.
win that put us in that first thing, man, he played that hand perfectly. Fucking
Yeah.
fleeced Carolina.
It took
Fleeced them.
3 years to flush the massive turd in that bowl.
Yeah.
So, and that thing just kept spinning around,
Yeah.
right?
And I think you were right. He was this close to being fucking
Yeah.
guillotined, and he hired Ben Johnson and was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, I saved my job again. I saved my job.
And I know hindsight's 2020, but if they would have let go of Poles, I don't know if you get Ben Johnson.
No.
You know,
Mhm.
it's I don't know, man.
No.
You start speculating in how close we were to making the wrong moves. Listen, this franchise made wrong moves for years. We could have had Patrick fucking Mahomes on this team.
Yeah.
You think if we had Ryan Poles, we might have had Patrick Mahomes and not fucking Mitch Trubisky?
Yep.
I definitely like our odds more. You know, to great points. I love Poles, honestly. Man, keep shooting from the hip. Plenty of misses, but epic moves, man.
Yeah.
I think his hits outweigh the misses tenfold for sure. Pick 25 is going to be highest pick.
There you
for the next
go.
5 years.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother. Barring some catastrophic injury. And of course, I'm correct. But thank you for recognizing. Great. I love it. So, pick Caleb and Rome together. Again, these are nucleus building moves to make this team sustainable. And he did it in back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Listen, the Caleb draft was an easy one, right? He had the number 1 pick. He had his pick of quarterbacks, and there'll be debate for the next several years.
Sure.
And last year was, should have been Jaden Daniels. And this year's is, it should
have been Drake May.
Fuck off, man. I'll take Caleb.
Yeah. Next year when we do a deep playoff run, it'll be like, well, Caleb was the right guy. Or they'll never say that.
You're right.
Because we're the Bears and you'll just constantly shit all over us. That shit's going to change, though. That shit's changing.
That narrative's already changed.
Yeah, it's already starting to turn.
It blows me away. We were tooting that horn from week 6. Like, this dude is special, right?
Yeah, this is him. This is the guy.
Is the guy. In this offense, he will take us. Sky's the limit, right? And now we're here. Now we're not just falsely optimistic. We have true optimism in this team and the sustainability of this team because the thing was put together right. The culture has changed. The building has changed. We have a franchise quarterback. We have finally hit on a coaching prospect. One of the first times that we reached out and took a flyer on a quote-unquote unproven coach, wasn't it? So who was the last one? Tressman, maybe? But he was kind of a known commodity. I can't remember the last time they hired a coordinator. Yeah,
Nagy. But he was hardly a coordinator. He was a coordinator in name only. Kind of like Declan Doyle.
Didn't call plays. So
correct. Except for the playoff game that they lost. He called plays in that one.
I don't know.
And that's speaking of Nagy, really quick audience. Does everybody else feel like the Chiefs silently fired Nagy? Let me explain. So they're like, hey, Matt, you're thinking about being a head coach? You should go to tons of jobs out there. The market is wide open right now. About 8 or 9 teams need head coaches, which means they're going to need coordinators too, but you should try it out. And Nagy was like, you know what? I'm ready. I will. I'm going.
We know your contract's over, but I mean, that's a moot point for us.
Nagy had to fly out to Tennessee. He didn't even board the plane yet. And they already hired Eric Bieniemy to take his fucking spot.
Yeah.
And now
he lands and he gets a tweet. Oh, fuck.
And now he can't get a job anywhere. So now he doesn't have a job.
Here's how the Bieniemy interview went. Eric, it's Andy. Hey, what's up, man? We need you here for the OC. Great. I'll be there tomorrow. You're hired. That's how that interview went.
Yeah.
We finally got rid of Nagy.
We sent you the DocuSign in your email. Sign it quick.
Yeah. Click that. Yeah. Sign here button and send it back. Everyone's so quick to judge in the first year. I mean, it takes time, consistency. And is the guy going to actually translate to the pros? Doesn't always happen, but man, a lot more lately. Here's Ernie Accorsi. Yeah. Front office has been keeping control. It's so good to be sitting in this chair talking to you guys about something that is sustainable and not just here we go again, right? We spent too many years rooting for this franchise to hope to catch lightning in a bottle, and they did. That Super Bowl year, that was lightning in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Their defense was so good that they rode that to the Super Bowl, and then they go up against, a top 3 all-time quarterback, and just doesn't come to fruition. So
it doesn't help when Rex Grossman. How many times did you turn the fucking ball over?
Once it started raining at the beginning of that game, I said, "Well, this is done. There's no way Rex can handle this game."
No.
And then Devin Hester returns the opening kickoff. I was like, well, maybe we have a chance. We'll see.
Yeah, we all thought that. We were like, okay, it's a hell of a way to start the Super Bowl. Devin Hester touchdown. Talk about in classic fashion, too, because the guy, obviously had the reputation of remember Jimmy Clausen? Oh, my God.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Seriously, go out and find that video. Just search on YouTube for Chicago Bears quarterback timeline, and you'll have a good cry. So watch it alone. Yeah. Maybe put headphones on. Have a box of tissue next to you.
Get a nice big glass of bourbon.
Yeah. So, and then you can relive just the years of infertility. So it's true. I lived it, but
yeah.
Could probably name them. I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay now.
Yeah.
It's okay now.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Ben's here now.
Yeah.
Ben's here now.
It's okay, Create. It's okay. Pat you on the back a little bit.
It's okay, Create.
Just let your feelings out.
They've changed now. They've changed. Yeah. But it is. You talk about one of the important factors of getting a team solidified. We hear it all the time. It's quite the cliche in the football world. But coaching quarterback. I'm working through it. You guys are part of it. We're here together.
Yes.
We're all here together, okay?
What's your phrase? We're all trauma bonded?
We're all trauma bonded. That's correct.
Yes.
We all share a trauma bond.
Yes.
And so, yes, we're all here for each other. This is our little support group every Wednesday night, Sunday mornings on some Sundays. Now that it's not football season, we're really not doing Sunday mornings. But so this Sunday that just passed, we were just talking about this before going live. We were kind of like, did you kind of feel like you were missing something on Sunday morning?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I felt that way.
Something was missing. Those backup quarterback commercials crack me up.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah,
that one with Mitch. They're like, Mitch.
Yeah.
He's like, Mitch Trubisky, backup orderer. I was like, this kid's
two
good.
big kids. Yeah.
Look at Mitch Trubisky as a human being is a good human being. He's a good soul, just not a good quarterback.
Did you see the one with Teddy Bridgewater where he's got to have the talk with the kid?
Yeah. Oh no, wait. No, I saw him in the one where the girl was talking to her girlfriend at like a cafe.
Yeah.
And she wasn't listening. And so Bridgewater came in.
You're right. It's Snoop Huntley is the sex talk with the little kid. So that one's hilarious.
That's so
too.
Good. What was the other one? Tommy DeVito.
The backup picture kid. Case Keenum was like the backup trailer backer upper guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, backing in the trailer into the driveway. Those commercials are good. Those were really good.
Just for a little PSA for all you young drivers driving with a trailer, put your hand on the bottom of the wheel, and whatever way you turn your hand, the trailer goes. So just a little PSA there for you guys. That's how I learned.
See?
So
on the Everything Bear Show, we'll teach the youngins all kinds of things. Not only football, but how to back up a trailer. That's good advice. And take it from Wedge because he's an avid fisherman. So he knows about backing trailers into the dock his boat and load the boat, and Wedge knows.
The whole nine. Yeah. Yep. So,
but again, back to the quarterback coach pairing, that it was important. We talked about it. This was the vicious cycle the Bears were in for 30 plus years because they could never get those two things like in sync with each other. So you coach, new quarterback, new coach, new quarterback, new coach. You can't do it. And we were this close to doing it again because we had freaking the Flus. Can't say his full legal name on the show.
No.
Or you'll get
banned word
deleted. You'll get put on a timeout. But the Flus and with Caleb. And so, like, we were that close, but thank the Lord, thank our lucky stars that Ben Johnson actually wanted to come here.
Yeah.
And with some vigor, too, right? Because we had him hired quick. I thought we were going to hear about him. Oh, now he's in Los Angeles today. And on Tuesday, he's going to be in Minnesota. And then on Friday, he's going to be in Tampa. And then it's like, oh, God, can we just hire him? We hired him that fast. It was like 48 hours after he lost in the playoffs with the Lions.
It was like one of those things where he comes back in the building and like all the gates and the red lights start flashing like, you're not leaving. Welcome to Bear. Shelter in place. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the guy, he's just intense. He's a detail orientated. Today, I actually watched an interview from WGN it was on YouTube. Jared Payton interviewed Antoine Randall. And it was a long, like 25-minute interview. It was great. But to hear Antoine Randall talk about what the coaching staff brings to the table, like they're all just extensions of Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's like, look, this is what I want the team to look like. This is what we're going to do. And this is what I want to see happen. And all the coaches were like, F yeah, that's what we want to see too. So that they coach that way. And then you see it on the field. I mean, because again, I hate to bring up last season. Shane Waldron and the Flus, the whole team just
uninspired.
Yeah.
Undisciplined. That just
sucked.
Yeah.
Nobody knew their assignments. Nobody cared about their assignments. Yeah. Sucked. Man, it was terrible. So you see Ben Johnson's team, and it's like, yeah. And we achieved all this on a semi-clunky offense and a defense that just would get gashed for yardage. And the longer the trailer, the easier it is.
Yeah, those small ones do suck. Great. I remember the polls inception. Kyler Gordon, Brisker, Velus Jones. Of course, Velus didn't translate. Yeah, he was a piece of shit. Fumbling machine. Or, well, the rest of the team wasn't built yet. Still no online.
He tried clowning us. He tried clowning Bears fans on Twitter, too, when we lost to the Rams.
Okay. How did the next week work out for you? By the way, I didn't see, was Velus Jones a healthy scratch in that game? I'm guessing.
He was.
Yeah. Waldron was the worst coaching hire since Trustman.
Yeah, buddy.
Hands down.
Well, hold on. For me, it's a photo finish. Luke Getsy.
Yes.
Luke Getsy was another one.
Paul said we're going to build to the draft, and that's what we've done. Yeah. That's why this offseason is so interesting. Though they did a ton in free agency, but they had the money to do it. And we're not going to get a chance to go through like all the free agents and stuff. Maybe that's content for us for Sunday, man.
Oh yeah.
We'll go through it because we spent so much time on this draft class.
Yeah.
But we'll just shift that to maybe, an hour Sunday show morning that will turn into 2 hours.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Something to fill that void.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea because we have a busy off season coming up here. right? We can have a nice forecast of the free agents that are out there, but then also too, the screen machine. Yeah. Luke Getsy
Bubble
was the
screen
guy.
left, bubble screen right.
Yeah. Do you remember the guy after the Bucks game? The guy they interviewed one of the defenders from the Bucks, and he was like, "Yeah, they threw 3 screens in a row, so we kind of knew the next play was going to be a screen." He picked sixed it, and fucking Justin threw it anyways.
Well, that's just who Justin was.
Yeah, buddy. Oh dear God! But no, we've got draft to look at. We've got draft positions to look at. What I think of how I'm going to dig into the draft this offseason is I'm not going to look at the overall draft and try to analyze all the players coming out. I'm going to kind of focus on
Team needs.
what the Bears need.
Yeah.
And then I'll just dig deep on all those players for the positions that we're pretty sure we're going to have to draft. Dexter, you know what? I think we've seen the best of what we're going to see from him.
Yeah, agreed.
And no, I don't think he's going to work out. And I really wanted him to because he's a giant man. So
he just, looks like
he has no get off.
Yeah,
he's slow getting off the ball, and you can't play that interior line being slow. You got to be like Warren Sapp. You got to be Tommy Harris. You got to be fast off the snap. Your launch, and he's slow.
If you're not fast overall, that doesn't matter. But your get off has got to be quick, and just don't see it. So, he's still under contract for a while. So, maybe one more year? Yeah. Dom Rob is going to be a free agent. I don't know if we're going to see Dom Rob.
Dom Rob.
Yep.
I wasn't kidding when we did coach speak last week. I know it's hyperbole and we're joking, but there's supposed to be some truth in there. And no, there's going to be some turnover on this defense.
Yeah,
there's going to be some turnover. So Dom Rob's out of here.
In starting my preliminary homework for the draft, I think, to kind of speak to Crate's point here, it's pretty obvious D tackle is a big time need. I have linebacker as a need as well on this team. I think with the aging of Edmonds and Edwards, hold on here. I think that those guys, one, if not both of those guys, could very well not be with the team next year. We'll see. I know Poles likes TJ. He's a leader and everything else, but he's getting to the point where he's often injured. This last season definitely showed that. I don't know. I agree. I think with Crate that if they have a young top-rated linebacker in front of them, I think that that's a position of need. The other one right now, depending on what they do in the offseason, that I have my top 3, I have is D tackle, safety, and linebacker. With the fact that none of their safeties are signed, we're not going to bring back Brisker, not for what it is, and we're starting to get into next week's show or Sunday show, but it's going to be an area of need. And we'll, if you guys want to hear our take on that, tune in Sunday.
That's right.
It's what we call a tease in the business.
That is.
So
little foreshadowing for what's coming on Sunday morning. Nobody's going to miss Dom Rob. Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. As a matter of fact, get him out of here. That's get him out.
I will miss the thumbs up. It's one of my favorite, but now it all makes sense. Why Eddie Goldman didn't want to be here.
He didn't want to play football.
Yeah. And he ended up signing. We saw him last year. He was on the Commanders, wasn't he? Like, I was shocked he was still in football.
Yeah, I'd like to see, because I want to say, dude, he was on the Eagles for a hot second, too. Let me see.
Yeah.
Eddie Goldman.
I could have swore, or maybe it was even this year that I saw him on the Commanders.
Yeah, he's wearing the Commanders jersey here.
Mm-hmm. Grady
Jarrett. Raiders jersey, too? Oh, boy.
Really? Wow, that's funny. I'm with you as well. Yeah, tackle, safety, linebacker. But a lot of this, I mean, that's the preliminary needs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next several weeks. I know Ryan Poles, he was a Falcon this last year.
It was, yeah.
Poles,
So it was a Falcons jersey, not a Raiders jersey.
Okay.
Thank you, Create. Sorry, you were quicker than me.
Poles is at the Senior Bowl right now.
That's right.
Prelim reports were saying that he was watching D-tackle line reps. Great. That's where it needs to be, right? On both sides, we need some late O-line depth. And the Senior Bowl has really done well for the Bears. You look at some of the players that they drafted that were there. You know, I guess that makes sense because these guys are going up against other seniors who are about as NFL ready as possible, you know, physically, so you can really see what they can match up against with these body types and stuff in the NFL. Listen, the formula's been working so far, so really can't go against it. So
yeah. And again, to your linebacker point, I wanted to add, because at first when you brought up linebacker, I wasn't sold, but now the second time you brought it up, I go, wait a minute, Wedge is onto something here. Mm-hmm. That really would be a smart position to get younger at.
Yeah.
So yeah, because again, I keep thinking about like all the talent we have on the offense on rookie contracts. Yeah, let's do that on defense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and linebacker would be absolutely a big position.
You look at it too. Edmonds has been targeted. There's buzz out there that he might be trade bait as well. Somebody who's looking for a decent starter. You could get a third and a fifth for him. And we know Poles likes his draft picks. And agree with you. This is Chicago, so we need to have a marquee linebacker.
Yeah.
So. Somebody that we can all rally behind.
Just offhand, do you guys know, Create, Wedge, what position is deep in this draft? You know, like last year was running backs, but
D-tackle is supposed to be pretty deep again. I think that's one of the deepest positions from the early. We'll ask Google though. But and just some of the sports radio I've been listening to, that's kind of what it's been going. Edge rusher is considered deep, thank goodness, because we need them. So yeah. Let's see. Key position details. Edge, cornerback, linebacker, and quarterback. Though Dante, they still have Dante Moore on here. I'm pretty sure he said that he was going back to school, probably because he didn't want to become or have the opportunity to become a Raider or a Jet. So Jets are picking second.
Those two franchises are going to be building for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what I was getting to create corner and edge.
And edge. And like, and you wonder again, once we start to kind of dig a little bit into this draft, who's really going to be there at 25? You really got to make this shit count. Yeah. You really do. And you know what, too? This is probably where Poles, man. And again, this is the greatest mystery of all. Number one, this is lying season. So Ryan Poles ain't telling us shit. Okay. But if this Max Crosby deal's in play, we don't have to worry about picking 25th because we ain't picking.
Yeah.
There, but I wonder at 25, who's going to be there? Who's going to be this? And they're going to have to be a contributor. Like you said, any defensive lineman would be a fucking upgrade from what we have because on top of Dom Rob not being here, see Andrew Billings. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
And that's a lot of splitting that needs to be hit.
That's going to be a big door. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge letdown this season. That was really bad. because the year prior, aside from his injury, I mean, he was a run stuffer. This year, he was a run watcher.
Right. So to answer, I think creates question: do we really need an edge? Bears ranked 21st in the NFL in total sacks per game. It looks like averaging 2.1. Is that right? Yeah. So it's yeah. And it wasn't necessarily the sacks. I think the sack numbers look better, but it was all or nothing. There was zero pressure, man.
Yeah.
Just zero.
I
It was either
pulling my
sack
hair.
or all day. Yeah.
Yeah. I was pulling my hair out watching our pass rush. When we just sent 4, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? He's
Mhm.
Jordan Love's back there making a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
Every quarterback, all seasons, back there, they're on their phone, texting their wife. Hey, can I text you right back? I'm kind of in the middle of a play right now.
Mhm.
Like it was absolutely infuriating. I was pulling
Yeah.
out my goddamn hair.
Make reservations at Brett Favre Steakhouse. I'll be home in a few hours.
Yeah.
So Banks or McDonald's should be there. Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, we'll see. Matt Suey should be in the Hall of Fame. Welcome Spirit of 76-14.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Matt Suey should be in the Hall. He's not?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, he's a Chicago legend, so there's that.
Yeah.
He'll always be in the Hall of Fame of our hearts.
That's right.
Yeah, when we only sent 4, we were exposed. But yeah, horribly exposed.
Constantly.
It was disgusting.
It was freaking brutal.
Yeah, that was the only way we can get pressure. If we sent fucking a nickel in there.
Which they did a lot. Yeah.
They did a lot. And that even sometimes didn't work either. You know, if the offensive line adjusts and they pick up that blitzer, and then again, our front 4 can't even win a one-on-one.
Yeah. The Rams couldn't figure it out. That was kind of surprising.
Yeah, the Rams couldn't figure it out.
Like, dude, seriously, man. We're literally blitzing off the edge every play. It's like, I dare you to
look at it. It's been a few days. Okay. I've just finally reached the acceptance phase of that. But now I'm starting to get all like, oh, we had them.
Yeah. We should have won that game.
Had them.
So we're regressing. That's okay. So it's almost the end of the show.
Yeah. It's okay. Oh man. All right. Well, 3940 is bopping in. We appreciate it. Don't forget, on your way out, please, if you haven't, like, subscribe, follow us all over the place. We're on Twitter. We're on TikTok now. That's Everything Bear Show. Might have to put dots in between the words on TikTok, but check us out. We just started, but it's really picking up steam. We got some short videos on there that are short and entertaining. And wow, he says, dude, how many Spirit of 76-14 there?
How many sacks did Dexter have?
Like 4.
Yeah, give me a second. I have
I'm gonna guess 4 or 5.
Stat page up here. So Dexter on defense. Let's see.
Create thinks he only had 2. I think it was like 4 or 5, and he got them all like early in the season.
Yeah,
I remember. And then we didn't see him again.
Gervon Dexter, 6 sacks.
6.
Yeah. So here's our sack leaders: Montez Sweat with 10, Gervon Dexter with 6, Austin Booker with 4.5. And then this really gets interesting. CJ Gardner Johnson with 3.
I knew. I was like, CJ next.
Yeah.
A cornerback with the next. Yeah, God, our front 4 is abysmal, man.
Yeah. Grady Jarrett, 1.5 sacks. Tremaine Edmonds, 1 sack. Brisker, 1 sack. DeMarco Jackson, 1 sack. Billings, 1 sack. What did he trip over the center's foot and rolled on the freaking quarterback?
Yeah, I bet that's what it was too.
Dio Odangbo, 1 sack. Well, that money was worth it. Said no Bears fan ever.
Yeah.
And then TJ Edwards had 0.5 sack. So Yeah, it's not good. So,
No,
dude, that's fucking weak.
no.
Yes.
That's why I'm gonna be on some sort of crusade this offseason. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this ad nauseum, but you guys get to hear it first. I want Brian Poles to dedicate every draft resource, every dollar of free cap space on defense.
Mhm.
I don't you pick a guard, don't you pick a center, don't pick a running back, don't nothing. I want defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, safeties. That's it. You pick those 4, and if you got extra draft picks, you're picking all over again.
Yeah. Maybe if like some high-end left tackle falls in your lap, that will be the one exception to the rule. Just I love Ozzy. He's my guy, but man, that injury, nope, not good. Not good.
Or maybe find some gem while you're out there at the Senior Bowl you could pick up in the 6th or the 7th.
Yeah.
Or you know what Poles also does pretty well though too? The undrafted free agents.
Yeah.
He does pretty well there. Was it not Jade Walker?
Mhm.
Undrafted?
Theo Benedict? Yeah.
Theo? Yeah, see? Hey, find him there. Work your magic, but I'm telling you, every fucking resource needs to go to the defense,
Yeah.
particularly the trenches. Trench drunk. Again, I was trench drunk last off season.
Yeah.
Trench drunk this season, but on
Yeah,
defense.
boy, we got a big dose of trench drunk last season, though, man.
Yeah.
Whole new interior line, trading. Whew. Yeah, man. I can't wait for this offseason. Like, let's get this crummy Super Bowl over with. Let's get into the offseason so we can start seeing what this team is going to look like next year. And let's get this thing started, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, create.
Can't wait.
His last message there. Poles isn't the greatest at free agents. Stick to the draft. Yeah, look, the offensive line.
But 2 of those were trades.
That was great.
Tooney and Jackson were trades. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, he cooked that. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Dahlman was the only offensive lineman free agent. And then the defensive side just.
We can count the ways really quick. Yeah. I know we're in overtime right now. Nice. Yeah. But you guys are commenting, and there's 42 people in here. Feels great. So Chase Claypool.
We talked about that one. Yeah,
that was bad. I like, again, we said this. I like Grady Jarrett, but just the production's not there. So
yeah, he's a culture guy. You paid for him to be in your locker room. Let's call it what it is.
Well, he's getting ran over out there while he's leading the guys.
Mm-hmm. But hey, pick me up. That's why he had to be such a good locker room guy. Hey, come get me.
Help me up.
I got steamrolled.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Buck, come get me, man. I've fallen and I can't get up. I might have broke a hip. But this is a business, yeah. Hey, the culture's set, so I wouldn't care if they shipped Grady out, quite honestly. He's just such a big cap hit right now. So
I've actually heard some Chicago pundits on Chicago radio talk about Tremaine Edmonds actually just cutting them. Because I guess the cap hit really isn't all that bad.
No, like even next year it's even less. So that's why they were saying like his dead money is that's why he might be a trade candidate. Listen, man, if you could get a 3 and a 5 for Tremaine Edmonds, how do you not go that route, right?
I'd be shocked just for the 3.
Yeah. But that's what they're saying because he's still an every down starter. What the Bears give up for him? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Was that a trade or he was a straight up free agent?
Oh, you might be right. Acquisition.
Pancake.
Uh-huh.
That's Swifty's thing. Swifty Sports. Pancake.
Yeah, so he was an unrestricted free agent, so they didn't have to give up anything for him. Yeah. So
yeah. Grady did as much as Billings. I think we pay Billings like $1 million a year. Yeah. Well, that's another thing too that's going to happen this offseason too, speaking on cap space and all. I know we talked about this before, but I think this is an actual reality of what's going to happen is Ryan Poles are going to call guys into his office and go, we're going to restructure some things here because
we're backloading this. Yeah, we're backloading these contracts and you're getting paid a roster bonus up front so you get your money.
Yeah.
And if you want to stay with us, you'll say yes. If not, have fun on the Raiders.
There's the door.
Right, I'll trade you to the Raiders. That's
out
like
that
the ultimate threat. No, even worse. I'm going to trade you to the Jets. Because the Raiders actually have a first-round pick. They're number one pick.
Can you imagine that? There are worser things than death.
Yes.
We're going to send you to the Jets.
We're going to send you to football purgatory.
All right, I'll take less money. I'll
restructure. Just give me a Snickers and a Diet Coke.
So. All right, Spirit.
All right, Spirit.
Peace out.
Thanks for joining us,
up, man. Yeah, we're about to sign off here, but thank you so much for showing up, Spirit. On your way out, man, hit that like, hit the thumbs up, do all that good stuff.
Ring the bell.
Cost you nothing. It's free.
Yeah, and we're probably going Sunday, Create. So join us Sunday morning. So
Sunday morning.
Keep an eye out, 9 a.m. Central.
Oh, one last thing from Create here. I'm really feeling 2 DTs early in the draft. What's this year? What's this I hear about? We might be getting comp picks if our assistant GM gets hired. Mm-hmm. Like some 3rd round picks. Yeah, could be.
Cunningham. Yeah, if he gets hired by Atlanta, that is my understanding as well. The Bears get a 3rd round comp pick. So,
oh, you know what? Shit. One more thing too we didn't talk about because man, we've been all over the place. Is it safe to say none of our coaches are going anywhere?
Yeah. So.
Right? Yeah, they're going for interviews, but they're not. I hope this coaching staff stays together.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Spirit. Thank you. We love having fun on the show, man. Glad you found us and have joined us today. Great. Good to see you too, buddy. So.
Sunday morning, I believe, 11 o'clock Eastern, 11 Eastern, 10 Central this Sunday. If you guys show up, we'll see you then. All right. Until then, you know what time it is, everybody.
Out.